Hello YouTube and people of the blue planet from the interwebs. This is Rero here bringing you a YooYoo match against Mulvone19. He good battler. I stopped dumb accent now. Anyways, this is a pretty interesting match I had. I was looking for a YooYoo match on Skype, so Mulvone answered, so he was like, alright, looking for a YooYoo, because I'm looking for one too, so we're like, okay, let's battle, so I have this team here, interesting stuff. Got my lead Bronzon. I got awesome Zoroark who does stuff. Choice Band and Machamp. That thing is a champ, alright. I got my Life Orb Weavile. It's a pretty neat physical sleeper. I got a special sweeper with Yamega who does stuff. Then I got Willow, Rest, Talk, Seismic Toss, Fin, Dusclops. And on Mulvone brings the lead Empoleon with the Scald and the Stealth Rock and stuff. He's got Gligar. He's got a Trick, Choice Scarf, Finning Rotom. That thing is pretty threatening if I let it do stuff. And what else has he got? He's got his Curse Lax. That thing could be a problem if I don't play my cards right. He's got Mienshao, which is now YooYoo. That thing is pretty scary considering how fast it is and how much attack it's got. Then he's got subplotting Azelf. So enough of the rambling and shenanigans. Let's just get into the battle of epicness here. So like I said, I'm going to lead off with my Bronzon. He's going to lead off with his Empoleon. I'm like, okay, that's fine by me because I got the Earthquake, so I can beat you. So we're going to set up our rocks on the first turn because that is what leads normally do in YooYoo and stuff. And I'm going to go for the Earthquake here. I do outspeed the Empoleon. That's because he's going to go for the Roar and phase me out into my Dusclops. So I'm like, alright, that's fine by me. So now I could either go for the Seismic Toss here, or I could just go for the Will-O-Wisp. But I'm going to go for the Seismic Toss, predicting him to go into his Rotoms. So I guess that was an okay thing to do, but not the best thing I could have done. And I went for the Will-O-Wisp here, but I was stupid and forgot that some Gligers like to carry the substitute. So now I'm forced to break that sub with the Seismic Toss while he starts his Toxic Stalling. And I don't really care about the Toxic Stalling because I do got the Rest Talk, so that's all fine and dandy with me. So he's going to sub up again. I know that he's going to do that, so I'm just going to go for another Seismic Toss, break that, and then next turn as he goes for the Roost, I'm going to go for this Will-O-Wisp, and now he's going to get the burn, and then I'm just like, hooray, because if I didn't get the burn there, you could have just set up more substitute in my face all day, every day, and I would have cried my heart out. I don't know. So I was predicting him to go for an Earthquake here, so I was like, I'm going to play safe, and I'm going to go for the rest here just because I don't want to lose my Dusclops this early in the battle because that's just really stupid. But instead he goes for the Roost, so I guess that's fine by me because I do got the Sleep Talk, so I'm going to try and hit him with the Seismic Toss. But he goes into his Azelf. I'm like, I don't really care. At first I was thinking, please don't be a Trick Azelf, but I saw the leftovers and he doesn't have it. And I go for the Will-O-Wisp. He gets the burn, so I guess that's pretty good too, especially if he was a attacker instead of special attacker. But in this case, like I said, he's a subplotter, so I'm like, dang it. So yeah, I'm gonna go for a Sleep Talk. I go for a Will-O-Wisp again. I'm like, dang it, I was hoping for a Seismic Toss there. So when I wake up, I'm gonna have to go for the Seismic Toss instead. So he goes for the Nasty Plot here. He's got his +2 already, and I know I have to get rid of this Feint right now, so I'm going to break that sub, so I guess that's all good. And basically at this point he realizes that subbing up in my face isn't going to really solve anything because he has the burn, so he's going to go for the Fire Blast here, hoping to take me out. But he gets the burn, but it really does diddly to me because I'm especially defensive Dusclops, so I could take hits all day, every day from this thing, so now he's going to go for another Fire Blast. I know that, so I'm going to rest up here. But instead he goes for the Psychic, so I was like, okay, you're going to get that stab, but I live with 18 HP, I get to rest up, and I get to full health, and then Azelf's going to die to the fire thing, which is dandy to me, I guess. So that'll be the end of the Azel shenanigans. So now he decides to go out to his Rotom, and this is what I was fearing, because he goes for the trick, unfortunately, and he's going to get my Eviolite while I get his Choice Scarf, and Choice Scarf Dusclops is completely useless, so now I'm locked into Sleep Talk. But I decided to sack my Finn because I didn't want anything to take the overheat, so I'm just going to leave this in the die, and I was hoping for the Sleep Talk Seismic Toss, and I do get the Sleep Talk Seismic Toss, so I guess that's pretty neat for me. Then he's just going to Volt Switch out so he could get his special attack back, and he's going to go into something that could just easily take out my Dusclops, which in this case would be the Mienshao, because he's basically just going to do Stone Edge and U-turn stuff. Take one Stone Edge with like 5 HP, I guess that's pretty funny, but it doesn't matter at all, so he's going to U-turn out, and that'll be the end of my Dusclops, fine by me, because it really served its purpose of whittling down the Gligar, and it took out the Azelf, so that's pretty nice. And then he's going to go in his Rotom again. I'm going to go into my Dragonfly Yanmega thing. And I'm going to go for the Protect here because I thought at first maybe I couldn't outspeed it. He goes for the Volt Switch, and I guess it's always good to get that speed boost. So he's going to withdraw here. Basically, his Rotom's now dead. I don't got to worry about that anymore because he'll die to the Stealth Rock when it comes in. I go for the Bug Buzz, and I do a ton of damage to that Empoleon, even though it resists the hit. So I go for the Hidden Power Ground here. I was hoping I could kill the Empoleon, but it lives with just a sliver of health, and I was like, are you kidding me? I wanted this thing gone, but just look at it. It's got like, I don't know, 12 HP or something, and then he roars me out. My Yanmega is basically dead now, so I'm in my Bronzong again. He goes for the Scale here instead of the Roar because that's the better move to do. But the funny thing is with this Scale, not only does he get the critical hit on me, but he also gets the burn. And everyone knows that a critical hit burn with the Scale is really hacksy. So I was like, are you kidding me right there? But hey, it happens. It's hacks. It just happens. There's no getting around it. So basically, I'm going to leave in my Bronzong as death fodder because it serves me no purpose. He's going to go for the Fake Out, and then he gets another critical hit. I was like, are you kidding me? That's 2 in a row. Aren't you quite the lucky man tonight? So now I'm going to go into my Machamp here, the champ of YooYoo, with the band and the 4 arms. And he's going to go into his Rotom just to see what I was going to do. I was predicting him to switch out into his Gligar, so I went for the Ice Punch just to be safe, but now he's going to go into Snorlax. I know he's got the Thick Fat, so I'm going to switch out here, and I'm going to go into my Yanmega just to see what he does, and he reveals to me that he is indeed a Curselax, so I'm like, I don't really care much because even with the defense boost, like, I could just bring in my Machamp and just wreck him, so that's what I intend to do. So I'm just going to go for the Dynamic Punch here with the Stab, and it's going to do a ton to whatever he switches into, which in this case happens to be his Gligar. So now he's not only is he down to like around 50% health, but he's also confused. So I was hoping for him to miss so I could 2-hit him, but thing is he switches out, predicting me to switch out. And then he goes back into Snorlax, so I'm like, what just happened here? Because now I know I can take out the Snorlax. That's down for the count. So all that he has left is his Mienshao and his Gligar. I know I could kill them both if I play my cards right, so I'm going to leave in my Machamp. He goes for the Fake Out. Then he goes for the High Jump Kick. And this, I think it mattered just a little, but oh, never mind. It was a different match I was thinking of. Sorry about that. So I'm going to go into my Weavile here, and I'm going to go for the Ice Punch here. I thought at first that fighting resist ice, but apparently not. So I don't know what I was thinking right there, but I do indeed kill the Mienshao. That's gone out of my sight, and the game is mine. So that'll be GG Mulvone. I'll put your link in the description. If you guys don't know him, you should definitely check him out. He's a pretty nice battler. He's got good videos. So like I said, sub to him. Do it. Or else you make dumb decisions not subbing to him. But anyways, that'll be all for today. Might have another video soon. I don't know. For Final Fantasy IV, I'll probably have another upload of that within the next few days, so be on the lookout for that. Anyways, this will be Strato signing out. Ciao.